Hiya, Cosmic Cat. Welcome to the channel. How's the inner child doing today? In the United States, they consider this Thanksgiving Day. This could be very difficult for those of you with family struggles, feuds, which most families all have something, don't they? Yeah. So before we begin, I'd like for you to place your hand on your belly, your upper abdomen, your solar plexus. Take a deep breath in through the nose and feel your belly expand. And exhale the breath fully out, extending it longer than the inhale. And greet your inner child. Have you been doing this? Maybe starting would really benefit your life. Today is the November 27th. As we mentioned already, it is, for some, it is considered Thanksgiving. For others, like myself, it's more of a mourning of sorts. Yes. Okay. All right. So November 27th, it's all about the inner voice. I will listen carefully to my inner voice. Growing up, I heard voices telling me who I was and what I would become. Most of the messages were negative and have soured my life. Listening to those voices will no longer be an option for me. Today, I will tune them out. Instead, I will listen to the small voice inside me, struggling to be heard. This voice knows the truth of who I am and what I am capable of becoming. In the past, I had to listen to negative voices because there were no others. Today, a positive chorus surrounds me. I will hear only the voices of those who accept me, encourage me, and tell me the truth about who I am now. Above all, I will listen carefully to that small inner voice struggling to be heard. Your inner voice. Yes, knowing the difference between your inner child speaking versus your ego, or any other thoughts that come through your mind that sometimes don't even feel like they're yours. How is your inner child? Share with me. Mine's been anxious today. We've had quite an emotional day in consideration with the state of the world and how things have been taught to us, to my generation, to the United States, the teachings versus reality versus what truly happened. You know, you can know things and learn things, and you can still be affected by the way things were. And this is the energy that I have been feeling today as I let go of the old happy Thanksgiving traditions and more observe the day of mourning that Native Americans hold. And beyond that, more observe and recognize ancient Egypt, Thoth, just like deeper, or higher in the cosmos. However, you would like to throw the word in there is a-okay with me, because it has been emotional and words are hard to come by. The new moon And it just literally wiped my vocabulary and many aspects from my mind right now. And this is for a reason. I know this. We know this. Again, still, even if I'm not observing a holiday that I've observed for over 30 years, it doesn't mean that I'm still not affected by letting go of something that I did, that I participated in every year. You may be feeling this right now too. Feel free to share in the comments below how this resonates for you. A few days ago, for the inner child reading, we had identity. And anyone new on your spiritual path, know that your identity will continue to transform on an awakening journey. And it can be fun. It can also be very challenging. Yeah, being on that threshold of change, going through initiation. We all know what initiation means. Okay, let's get right into the cards. So you have some disappointment about it, about the inner voice. You're concerned about the inner voice. You are not crazy for listening and following your inner voice. That is your inner child. If it's good intentions, it's coming from your heart space. This is your heart about that inner voice. And if you're receiving, I mean, look at this. The angel's looking right over top of you. Hey, I'm here. I'm right here. I mean, this could even be your inner child. Make sure you are breathing. Take deep breaths and feel the breath. There's even like the moon out here. You see that? Okay. Another 4. 44 always means angels are with you. They're with you. They're supporting you. Even ascended masters. They're nearby. They're always there when you need them. Your outside influence is the stability. This is the way the world kind of wants you to be. Focused on money, making sure you have enough, being worried if you don't, finding stability in material items. But this is not at all how you are meant to live. This wasn't the world that was intended for us to live like. If you are struggling with money or have concerns about your finances, there are money meditations you can do. A very first simple step is to consider money as a friend. Consider money as someone coming through your door and you're greeting them. If that triggered you, then this is all the more reason to do the money meditation or to start to write in your journal about healing the relationship you have when it comes to money. Okay. For some of you, you're getting external advice about your inner voice. And it is the answers that you're receiving is asking you to see a therapist or a counselor, and you must make sure you have the finances in order to do this. If you call in spirit, call upon the universe, God, and ask for assistance with this, provided you take some of the advice and take some action on your own position, they will be supportive of you. But just like fairies don't generally, fairies will make a deal with you if you want something from them. They'll make a deal with you. You know, okay, if you go clean up the litter off of this block, or go take care of a tree, plant some flowers, do something kind to Mother Earth, we'll help you out. But if you, it takes, they want that balance, and they're teaching that responsibility as well. So this isn't left out for you. Your inner voice. Look, we even have the angel there too. Ready to catch those material items for those of you who are holding on to them. The Two of Cups. That's you and your inner child. Finally uniting, celebrating union, partnership. This is you following, listening to your inner voice and trusting your inner child. As you move forward in this progress, make sure that you are not taking on too much at once. Not biting off more than you can chew. Making sure if you want to take those classes or the ecstatic ceremony, the cacao ceremony, you know, have Reiki performed on you, gain therapy. Make sure that you take baby steps in this. And when it comes to following your inner voice, there are more than one that we follow typically. Ask to make sure you know and are sound and for certain that your inner voice is coming from your inner child, your gut, your intuition, the true authentic guidance. Because sometimes there can be trickery. It kind of gives me this feeling here. This is also suggesting that there has been some failure, a mistake where you thought it was your intuition that you were following, but yet it ended up not being. It was your ego. It was, again, some other entity that possessed you in some way or fashion. It's just disappointment. It's not like this huge major feeling that I'm getting. It was something that was not real drastic, but it was a mistake, and you're really hard on yourself, so you're taking it to heart and mind, and it's consuming your mind. So you're definitely asked and meant to let go of this, okay? Let go of that feeling. Make sure that you understand when it's coming from your soul, from your inner child or higher self, as opposed to the ego. The ego lives in fear, and dark entities thrive on fear. So make sure that you work toward boosting your confidence and having courage, uniting with your inner child. Can you tell us more about this Four of Pentacles, Spirit? It's more about this Four of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, you're being super analytical and analyzing everything around you. But what is truly for you is uniting with your inner child. Someone is having a tough time breaking out of their patterns and cycles. I suppose that's why I shared with you, which I typically don't share those things, but I was guided to share with you my own anxiety today. And just, my own inner child crying. And it's almost like over the illusions of the years that have passed. This doesn't have to do with anyone else but yourself. It's just you and your inner child, your inner compass, your inner knowing. If you hear a voice in your head and the voice is asking you to do something that you instantly know is not okay or is wrong, then that is more than likely your ego, because your inner child or a spirit guide, ascended master, they're not going to do that. They want the highest good for you. I'm not a doctor, so if you are having any kind of mental issues or concerns, please seek a professional. But the inner child wants you to focus back on him or her. It doesn't mean be irresponsible with what this is for you, but it does mean if you want stability and if you want to really live a healthier life for yourself, of course, making sure your finances are okay, your health is okay. But if you have health issues, this could be because your inner child really wants to connect. There's some other information coming in too. The ones that have connected and are single, this is actually a loving relationship that's going to come into your life. So when you and your inner child picked out is a download I just received. I like that. It made me smile. Yeah, being able to lift those worries up, give them to the violet flame, transmute them out of your body, down into the earth through your feet. Find some meditations. You can find a lot of guided meditations on YouTube or Insight Timer if you don't have much time to spend on this. But again, you really do need to make that time happen, because if you are overworking yourself, and trust me on this, working 80-hour work weeks isn't going to get you closer to your inner child. Overworking yourself, overextending yourself, taking on more responsibility than you really even are capable of. Learning to set a healthy boundary, to say no. And that is a sentence. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to put your ideas, your thoughts, desires on trial for anyone. They're yours, and that's all that matters. I just heard take up space. Start taking up some space and feeling inside that sense of worth, trust, self-value, confidence. That inner voice, keep listening to it, and know that you have this to look forward to. That is your message on this day, this Harvest Festival day. Feel free to share in the comments below what part resonated for you. Are you already in this inner, are you already connected with your inner child and starting to allow your emotions to flow? Have a cosmic day tonight, meow.